three-wheel got a little bit of a jump at the start. Benjamin Nelson will not jump.
Welcome everybody to the Go Fast Racing League Down to Mike's Truck Series Gateway 150, about to get underway here soon. We are at Gateway Motorsports Park here in Madison, Madison, USA. Sorry about that, I was laughing at something. Real fast, let's take a look at the weather, and you can see right here that we have 4 turns, track temp right at 73 degrees. Also, 1.25 mile track. I actually thought it was a mile and a half, but I was wrong. And real quick look at the weather. Air temp also 78 or 73 degrees east with 10 mile an hour winds. 55% humidity here at Gateway, right outside of St. Louis, Missouri. Got about 3 minutes or so left here in practice. We got last week's race was at Texas Motor Speedway. 125 laps, and it was Benjamin Nelson picking up the win on 3 cautions for 11 laps. Only 5 leaders last week. Benjamin Nelson also here tonight, currently sitting number 1 on the board. And coming into the night, he is currently back in the 17th position in points. However, 2 wins with only 3 races ran so far for him. So it would not be much of a surprise if we could see him get the win here tonight. However, there's also some other names that is putting up a fight to possibly have a chance to run with him as well. Nate Anderson up on top of the board right now. Keep your eye on that number 1 card. Also, Royce Schiavone's always putting up a good fight with him. Aaron Fowler, we've seen him, and Dylan Vose also in here as well. 20 drivers making a start tonight. I'm just looking through the field right now, as well as some other stats. Eric Spencer comes in here now as your points leader. Still no win for that driver. 7 starts, 0 poles, 0 wins, however 5 top 5s. Currently sitting 11th on the standings. Also up in 10th right now on the standings, Kurt Smith, who does have a win, currently 2nd in points. Only 7 points behind our leader. And then Eric Borelli and Eric Minch, your top 4 in points. And Trevor Malone, who's picked up quite a few spots over the last few weeks, currently up to 5th now in the points. Next week we go to Iowa for the Iowa 131. And also, this is our last broadcast. We do not broadcast the Canaan tomorrow. However, we do broadcast the Xfinity race come Saturday. That's going to be a fun one. The Ann Arbor race of Michigan. BMW of Ann Arbor at Michigan, should I say. And like I said, this is going to be a fun race. I am going to be by myself tonight once again. I'm going to be looking to add possibly a new broadcaster here soon within the next few. Hopefully by Saturday we can get one in here and see how they do. So anyway, got about 1:30 left here before we get to practice or qualifying going. Just looking through the field over the last few laps, who's been the fastest? I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and get my pick in. I'm going to go with the 46 of Benjamin Nelson to get the win tonight. That's probably not a surprise to anybody out there. 2 wins in 3 races. Definitely impressed with that. But you still got to watch out. You just never know what could happen. So we'll see what if Nate and Royce and Aaron and all them guys get up there and get the win. There's a lot of good guys here. We'll take a look real fast at the current results from practice. Benjamin Nelson, Nate Anderson, Royce Schiavone, Aaron Fowler, Dylan Vose, Josh Mayu in the 10 car here tonight. Brandon Parsons, keep your eye on that number 80 truck, rookie coming in. Derek Pemberton so far up at 8th right now. Raymond Tollinen and Kurt Smith, your top 10 here in points. A little bit further back, Eric Spencer, Eric Borelli, John Ronaldo, driving it down to Mike Chevrolet, Tom Jowers Jr., Kyle Frame, Jeff Schmidt, Skylar Allen Sr., Ryan Timmel, Curtis Martin, and Eric Minch. And that will round out the top 20 trucks in here tonight. So who will be the one to get the win tonight? We're about to find out as practice winds down here at Gateway Motorsports Park. This is a fun place. I had no idea that this actually had a go-kart track on the inside. It's pretty neat. If we get a blimp cam, you'll probably be able to see it in the infield. Pretty cool. Super flat track here at Gateway Motorsports. It's one of them ones that it changes so much, I guess you could say. You're going to see drivers try to run the lower line. One thing, though, that's going to happen here is shifting. You're going to see a lot of guys downshifting. You're going to hear that in the trucks as well. That's going to make a unique racetrack. It's something you usually don't see. We did see it at Pocono, however, in the Xfinity Series, but we'll see what happens here tonight. These guys are going to be working the shifter quite a bit. As qualifying gets underway, we officially start the pole qualifying here at Gateway. We'll take a look going out on track. Is the number 61, Jeff Smith. Also a unique thing here is the pit entry and pit exit. There is a access road that you have to take. You see the 61 about to hit it right there now. I'm sorry, right there is the pit access. That's where you actually go to enter the pits. And then from there you just go throughout all the way down throughout access road to pit road. 60% fuel. These guys also only have 12x limit, so if you get 12x, you're done. If you get, I believe it's a couple penalties, I think you're actually kicked out as well. So we'll see what happens. No fast repairs as well, as Jeff Smith takes his qualifying lap. Once again, he's not from Australia. That thing I put up my wrong overlay for this one, so I apologize, but it's okay for now. Here comes Jeff off turn number 4. Let's see what kind of lap he can do here at the flat Gateway Motorsports. First lap, 34.137 for the driver of the number 61. Benjamin Nelson on the track for his second lap. Currently sitting on the pole right now. That was a great last lap, by the way. He's actually going to pull it in. That's going to be one and done for him. Eric Spencer out on track. He has yet to put a lap down on a different top paint scheme here tonight, an Airborne Chevrolet. Across the start-finish line, and his first lap is officially underway now, I guess we can say. And he's actually going to slide up, and that's going to hurt his lap pretty good. So we'll move back a little bit further to Eric Borelli, driver of the number 14 Chevrolet as well. Sim fast. Is that fast signs on the side? What is it? Yeah, fast signs on the side, yeah. That's what I thought it was. Coming to the start-finish line, Eric Borelli puts down his first lap. And never mind. 6th place right now, 33704. Looking throughout the field, who's all on track right now? Just looking. John Ronaldo on his second lap, currently sitting 7th right now. Is it down to Mike's Lazy Days Xfinity or Lazy Days Chevrolet, driver of the number 23. Turns 3 and 4. And his second lap, will he improve? We're about to find out. And you know what? He's actually going to slow down and will not improve on his second lap. Aaron Fowler taking his green flag here in the 04 Budweiser Chevrolet. Very fast in practice was the driver of the 04 truck. We'll see if he can do it here again as he works through turns 1 and 2. Or 3 and 4, sorry, just a little bit of the curb. And coming to the start-finish line. And he will jump up to the 6th position, 33.678. Royce Schiavano just put down a lap. He's actually 2nd now. Kyle Frame actually jumps up to 3rd. Qualifying just about finished besides the 04. A couple guys that have not crossed the finish line. Nate Anderson, Eric Minch, both have not crossed it yet. Looking to start towards the back. Actually, Nate Anderson currently 4th You see him just sitting on pit road. But Aaron Fowler's second lap does improve a little bit. 33.509 jumps him up to 5th place now. So that's going to put him on the inside row instead of the outside. So that could be a big advantage there. I think that's all we got to qualify. Kurt Smith, Curtis Martin haven't put down a lap yet. Eric Minch and Nate Anderson as well. So we're waiting on them guys. And we only got 22 seconds. So they're looking to start towards the back. And we'll see how they do. Go ahead and give me your thoughts. Who gets the win here tonight, guys, in your opinion? And let me know what you think of this place here at Gateway. I actually love this place. There's going to be a couple of history questions tonight if anybody don't know. We'll go ahead and get one out of the way now. Who was the winner of the 2014 Camping World Truck Series here at Gateway? That was the first race back since 2010, so don't look it up. Just give me your answer. And it is the Camping World Truck Series. Currently is in the NASCAR Monster Energy Cup Series. And that's about as far as I can tell you, because if I told you any more, you would know. So, and remember what I just said on that, by the way, currently in it. Meanwhile, we'll pull in our pole winner, Benjamin Nelson, who, not a surprise there, picks up another pole. Hey, Benjamin, you got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Man, you picked up another pole here tonight. I'm trying to go out here and get you another win here at Gateway. What's it going to take?
It's going to take some learning because I've never been to this track other than practice, so we'll see how it goes.
Do you expect tire wear? This track seems really flat. It kind of looks like what we would see at New Hampshire. Do you expect tires to fall off as well?
Yeah, that right front's going to die. Over the long run, we're going to need tires.
All right, man. Good luck. We're going to be watching you here, and I'm sure we'll probably be talking to you here at the end.
I hope so. Thank you.
Thank you, buddy. That was Benjamin Nelson, driver of the number 46 truck, and one of the most winningest drivers so far in all of Lazy Days. Let's go back and talk to, let's move in 4th place here. Kyle Frame, maybe? Am I looking at that right? I thought I see Nate Anderson up there. Where is Nate? Oh, there's 4th place, Nate Anderson. We'll pull him in and get an interview with him. Hey, Nate, you got a copy? Nate Anderson, you got a copy?
What's up, buddy?
Man, you're rolling off 4th here tonight, man, at Gateway. Good qualifying round for you. Think you got what it takes to get up there and get the win?
I can sure try, man. I don't know. Ben's pretty fast.
This place really reminds me a lot of New Hampshire in a way because of how flat the turns kind of are, but it drives completely different. How do you expect tires to handle?
Tires are gonna wear out fast, especially if you push too much. I think you're gonna see a lot of guys take the outside wall there, just from the right front going away.
All right, man. Get that Harpoon Designs up to the front. We'll be watching.
Thank you.
Thanks, buddy. That was Nate Anderson. Getting ready to get this race underway here at Gateway Motorsports Park. Benjamin Nelson getting ready to lead them to the stripe. You can see the trucks bottling up now. Still a couple of trucks that have not caught up yet. You see some of them lagging back here a little bit, expecting a little bit of danger here on this first run. But we're about to find out as we ain't going to wait much longer. Pace car about to drop in. Green flag's about to wave. 150 laps are on this place tonight, guys. Long race. Pace car pulls in this long pit road. And the green flag about to wave. We're green from Gateway Motorsports Park. Boy, Shibano with a good start here, side by side with Nelson going down into turn 1. Pretty much double file all the way throughout the park, but it looks like the 41 is going to slide up just a little bit. Kyle Frame working underneath the 1 right now. Nate Anderson coming off turn 2. You can see there was somebody just slammed the wall back through the field, but don't know who that was. But it may have just been a little lag issue there on his part, but we'll see. Good run right now for 3rd right now is Nate Anderson trying to battle back on that outside line, but through turns 3 and 4, it looks like Kyle Frame able to slide up. Nate Anderson smacks the wall a little bit, and we'll see if that hurts him later on or not, but he is going to lose and fall back to 5th. He should be okay with that hit. Skylar Allen already moved up a couple spots here, up to 6th place now, and battling for the outside of the 04. Skylar started back in 12th position, so he is already up 6 spots in 1 lap as we continue to stay green here at Gateway, and now he moves in and clears the. Oh, he's going to go around, and caution will fly for the first time tonight here at Gateway. We'll get a look at this replay. I thought I heard somebody else wrecking behind him, but looks like everybody's going to be clean. See what happened here. And possibly a little bump there on the 04. It looks like netcode, to be honest. But it ain't going to be no harm, no foul. No damage done to nobody. This could be an issue to come in and go ahead and take some tires as well. And there they come. Down pit road. Somebody's going to stay out. And Royce Schiavano stays out. Kyle Frame stays out, as well as another driver. I will get everybody that stays out here in just a minute. Looks like Brandon Parsons also going to stay out, I think. Yes, he will. Guys, on the commercial, by the way, I'm actually going to get rid of the pit stop thing. I'm actually going to reload the overlay because I got the wrong overlay up, so I need to reload it during the commercial because it looks funny with the white and stuff. So, and it don't show their main names. So pit stop's underway. You can see the top three that stayed out right now. The three that did stay out. We'll see who has the fastest pit stop here. And as soon as it does, we'll take a quick commercial break, most likely, and get that done. Race off pit road 13.9 for Vose, Nelson with a 14.67, and Fowler. Looks like Eric Minch actually beat Benjamin Nelson off pit road. So, all right, guys, we'll take a quick break. I'm going to reload my overlays, so that way you all can see the first names and everything as well. Be right back as we're live from Gateway.
Hi guys, I'm Scott Speed, driver of this amazing Volkswagen Beetle GRC car. And I got good news for the iRacing fam. We got this coming in. I'm currently working on it myself personally to make sure that it is as accurate as possible. With the addition of dirt and now this mean car, it is going to be so fun. And it's going to be available free to all the iRacing members. Personally, I can't wait to get out there and race you guys on it.
Back here at Gateway Motorsports Park, about to get the green flag as we just work our first caution. And we will see what happens. Pace car pulls in. It looks like the 80 coming back down pit road here. That's not good for him as green flag waves. Back on lap 5, we're back to racing. It is Kyle Frame out in front by a nose over Royce Schiavano. Actually did beat him to the line that time, so that actually gives him one lap lead as well. But here comes that 41 downshifting into third. Now we'll take fourth, back down into turn 3, and we'll downshift once again back to third. A lot of downshifting that goes on here. Here comes Nelson to the inside, also looking underneath Frame. Let's hop on board here with Benjamin Nelson. See if we can hear him downshift. There it was. Downshifts to third, lets it roll all the way through the corner, back on the gas a little bit, and upshifts to fourth. And takes the lead away from Royce Schiavano here on lap 7 of the 147. I don't know why it shows 147. I think it's where we actually have 150 guys, but we already ran the 3 whenever I switched over to the new overlay. So that happens, but it's okay. Skylar Allen working on the 63. That is Thomas Jowers Jr. Now here comes Eric Borelli looking to the inside and takes that spot away from Skylar. Skylar falling back after that spin a little bit. And he may just be trying to be a little bit patient here and not try to push too much. Almost gets into the back of John Ronaldo and slams on the brakes to not get into him. So we stay green. Derek Pemberton looks to the inside of Raymond Tollenden, takes that spot away as he downshifts into third and back into fourth. And right about now, it's caution flies. And we'll see what happens as big pile up in the back. Looks like he won the 03 and more junk continues. Wow, Skylar Allen somehow managed to make it through a 6-truck pileup. Well, this is going to be a fun to watch from his view. Let's hop on board with Skylar Allen here as we watch this wreck pursue right in front of him. There's the wreck up there with Nate Anderson. As we come down pit lane again, you see a lot of cars coming down. A lot of trucks with damage, but somehow Skylar Allen managed to make it through that wreck and does decide to stay out. We'll see how that affects him here. You can see him going back and forth cleaning up his tires, and also it looks like that is Brandon Parsons who will get to wave around. And it's right here we'll be able to see pit stops a little bit better. Skylar Allen looks like he only took 2 tires on his last stop as well, so we'll see if that hurts him here early on in this race. As we watch the race off pit road, it goes to the 46, the 41, the 04, no, the 39, 45, and it looks like our fastest pit stop there was Derek Pemberton with the 13.87. No, Eric Spencer 13.55. Then Derek Pemberton and Roy Schiavano with the fastest pit stops on that stop. So Skylar Allen decides to stay out. We'll see if this affects him here at all. I'm going to guess that it probably will. But wheel spin may not be too bad here since it is nighttime. We only got just a few laps on our tires, and he did take 2, so it might not be too bad. I could be exaggerating that a little bit and think it's going to be way worse than what it is. He is going to be starting in front of Benjamin Nelson, Roy Schiavano, who's going to be starting third, Kyle Frame, Aaron Fowler, and Dylan Vose in top 6. You see that the trucks are still single file. We're about to double them up next time. There's the racetrack I was talking about on the inside of the course. Looks like a go-kart track. Pretty neat. Yes, that's why they call it Motorsports Park. So I asked a question earlier, who won the 2014 Xfinity Series? And Joe Burchett picked Eric Jones. That's a good pick, actually. However, sir, you are wrong. I said he was in the Cup Series, and he is in the Cup Series, but he just made his debut last weekend. Darrell Wallace Jr. picked up to win in 2014. Actually, I did not know that either. Very cool. That was the first race they ran after they took the 3-year vacancy from the track. And first time they ran. We're doubling back up here at Gateway Motorsports Park, and we're going to see if this affects him here at all. We'll see if this affects him here at all. We'll see if this affects him here at all. We'll see if this affects him here at all. We'll see if this affects him here at all. We'll see if this affects him here at all. We'll see if this affects him here at all. We'll see if this affects him here at all. We'll see if this affects him here at all. We'll see if this affects him here at all. We'll see if this affects him here at all. We'll see if this affects him here at all. We'll see if this affects him here at all. We'll see if this affects him here at all. We'll see if this affects him here at all. We'll see if this affects him here at all. We'll see if this affects him here at all. We'll see if this affects him here at all. We'll see if this affects him here at all. We'll see if this affects him here at all. We'll see if this affects him here at all. We'll see if this affects him here at all. We'll see if Trying to see how many we actually got on the lead lap. It looks like we got 17 now on the lead lap. We got one driver, one lap down, Kurt Smith, who may be out of this race. Brandon Parsons, after having a green flag pit stop because of a penalty, is 2 laps down. Waiting on the pace car to drop off. I thought he actually pulls down there, but maybe he pulls in late. Where does the pace car pull off here? He pulls off right here. Wow, he goes in late. Alright, so pace car pulls in. Green flag about to wave. Steady, steady. Green flag back in the air here at Gateway as we go back green on lap number 14. Side by side, Skylar Allen with Benjamin Nelson. Behind him, Royce Shabana looked for a little bit of bump here. Skylar with nowhere to go at the moment. Will be caught in the middle. Does pull up that 45. Dylan Bowes pushing just a little bit there. You see him 3 wide. This never works out good. Looks like Shabano's going to back out. And 3 wide once again as Shabano looked to the inside Kyle Frame, and Skylar Allen gets a good run through turn 3 and 4. He's actually going to move up in front of Royce Shabano. No, I take that back. And yeah, he actually did. It was Kyle Frame looking to the outside. Skylar Allen smacks the wall a little bit. Not going to be no damage there. He'll stay green as everybody else dodges to avoid him. Here comes Derek Pemberton now looking to battle Josh Mayhew in that 10 truck. It's the battle for 8th place. Mayhew's actually now working on Skylar here in turn 3. And it looks like Derek may be trying to follow suit here as well as we work off turn 4. So Skylar falling back right now on the older tires as we've seen him start up front. Now he's back to already back in 9th, almost getting past for 10th here. There he goes back for 10th. And now Eric Borelli in that 14 truck will be looking to the inside of his teammate of Skylar as we work off turn 2. Take a look back out the back window, and Skylar Allen's into the wall again off turn number 4. I believe the tires are really starting to eat him up now. We'll hop on board and see if he has any damage. He does have a little bit of right front damage. There ain't a lot. It looks like more cosmetic, but he's going to have to be patient here as we'll wait for a caution to fly if we have one. Battle for second now up front. Royce Shabano, Dylan Bowes, Shabano to the inside, and we'll take away that. Here comes Kyle Frame taking a peek as well. And it don't look like he's going to be able to get there just yet. He's still alongside of him, however, as we exit turn 4. But the 45 uses the momentum and clears the 39 here on the front stretch. And now working off turn number 2. Here comes the 04 once again. Aaron Fowler now starting to put a little bit of pressure on Kyle Frame. That 39 Tide truck, it don't look like he's going to be able to do much with it just yet. Someone that's starting to make a move is right here. Derek Pemberton working underneath the 10 truck. This is a battle for 6 now as the 81 starting to slowly move up through the field. That's something we haven't said very often this season. Started back at 16th. Looks like he's pretty good on his mid-run right now. We'll see if he's able to keep that up here on the longer runs as well, as he may be getting past here soon from Eric Spencer in that 79 truck, your current points leader in that 79 truck. Along behind him was Raymond Tullen in the 12. Looks like Derek's still going to be able to hold on to that now as he dives down in front of the 73. Everybody gets off the corner clean, but Derek up to 7th now. Last time by, a lot faster than our current drivers by him. Actually, one of the fastest in the fields right now is this guy right here, Josh Mayhew and Dylan Vose, one of the fastest guys, but they are still all running down Benjamin Nelson, trying to run down Benjamin Nelson, as he has checked out to a 2.7 second lead here at Gateway as we get ready to come to lap number 21 here tonight, as we got a long race still left to go. Anything could happen. Looking throughout the field, not much of a race currently going on anywhere throughout the field besides right here. Aaron Fowler still starting to work on the 39 of Kyle Frame. He hasn't been able to get there just yet as we hop on board with the driver of the 04. Chevrolet versus Toyota. And looks like Derek Pemberton lost connection and will be done with this race as well. Wow. Looking throughout the field, here's a good battle starting to take place. The 00, Eric Minch working on Skylar Allen. 2 Lazy Days drivers working at it. Make sure you all tune in Saturday for the Xfinity Series race. We're going to be live from Michigan. That's going to be a fun race. And the 00's in the grass. This could be bad. Looks like he's going to be okay, but that could have been bad. And we continue to stay green for now. Looking throughout the field currently. And still nobody really making any big gains out on the track. Just waiting to see if anything happens. The 00 has ran back down Skylar just a little bit here. The last time by he was way faster than Allen. And you see right there, 00 locks up the brakes just a little bit. Working on getting an extra broadcaster in here that was actually in the race. Trying to get Derek Pemberton and Curtis Martin both in here. If we can get them, that would be awesome. So we're working to get that. Bring in Derek right now if he's actually in here. We'll bring in Derek Pemberton. He's going to be in the booth with us the rest of the night. He just had a good run going. Derek, you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
What happened? Did you disconnect?
Yeah, disconnected. For some reason, the Q bar just shot through, and it's really hurting just because we were having such a great run right there. Just disappointed in really my internet provider, but all in all, so far it's been a good race, and I can't wait to really see how the rest of this race is going to unfold.
What was the track like when you was out there? Was the tires starting to slide a little bit as well? Because you looked like you was actually moving up through the mid run.
I kind of early on in the run, the brakes felt fine and everything just felt fine. And then a little bit more as the run went on, it's just like the brakes went away, the tires went away, and it just you couldn't. I mean, I don't know if you could see it, but with me, whenever I was trying to get off into one, I was so hard on them brakes. I knew half my tires had to be gone already, and we were only 5 laps into the run. It felt like.
We'll also bring in Curtis Martin as well. That'll be with us. But go ahead, Derek.
Just like I was saying, it seems like, the tires, they're really running out, and that's going to be interesting to see if people are going to start maybe try to short pit for tires, or are they just going to try to stay on trying to run the rest of this, run the run just on fuel.
We're going to bring in Curtis Martin as well. He'll be with us in it for the remainder of the race. And see how this race turns out as we work lap number 30 right now. Watching a battle with Nate Anderson and Eric Borelli. Out of the guys that you all raced against, who all do you think has the fastest truck besides Benjamin and Royce right now?
And the guys that I was around, really, all of us were kind of in a blanket. So I would say it's pretty much going to be anyone I think that's right now inside this top 5 between Dylan Vos. Is that how you say it?
Yeah.
Kyle Frame and Aaron Fowler. I think those are the guys that are going to have the best possible chance at, in case Benjamin or Royce somehow magically make a mistake, but anything can happen.
Curtis, anybody you seeing out there that you're really watching that's fast besides Benjamin and Royce right now? We know that they're always fast, but is there anybody else out there that you're seeing that could be moving up here as well?
I really had my eye looking at Aaron Fowler. He was looking, when I was racing on the track, he was looking really fast and was having no issues getting around the track and making up time on the leaders, so I could see him really making a move.
Yeah, I've been watching him now for actually quite a few laps, probably about, 5 or 6 laps now. He's been working on Kyle Frame for the last, 8 or so laps, and he seems like he's faster. It's so tough to pass here. You guys was in the race. It seems like it's really tough to pass right now.
Yeah, these trucks are definitely a little bit tight if you take the corners a little bit too fast for the chassis to actually handle. So if you don't take too much care, you're not going to be able to make the pass. And a lot of these guys are running a very fast corner, so you can't actually sit back and plan your corner.
For me, especially later on in the run, I found that to really make it passes, braking. Can you out-brake someone? And that's how I actually made a couple of passes. Was I sometimes got on the brake earlier and let the car roll through that, or I just brake I broke super late just to try to see if I can maybe get around him. And I think that's what it's going to come down to as this run goes on. Yeah, you can have all the line you want, but the question is, can you get your car to slow down and get back on the gas faster than the person in front of you?
Oh, something else I was thinking about, if we watch Nate Anderson now, he's working on the back of Eric Borelli. This is a battle for the 9th spot. One thing I was actually curious about, how much, I've seen some people get loose, especially in turn 1, by downshifting too early. It's something we normally don't do at oval tracks. You really don't do it a lot. I think some people do it at Pocono in turn 1. Was you all having any issues with downshifting at all?
The downshift, you really had to wait till after the center to actually get it to alleviate that loose feeling, or else the truck would, as you were saying, would slide itself, and it would get to like a 30-degree angle, and if you weren't taking care with the throttle, it could go completely around.
What? Let me ask you this real fast. What makes them trucks? Because I don't know. I'm actually curious about them. I've drove these things before, and I've actually got loose by downshifting. What makes it downshift? Is it the higher RPMs when you downshift at such a high RPM and it's just wheel spin?
Yeah, and the RPM actually, when it drops down in these corners, they're getting to about 4,000, 5,000, somewhere around there. And then when you shift down to third, it's going to go down to about 7,500 and make that jump, and you'll actually get a little bit of rear wheel spin that will end up upsetting the chassis.
It's interesting. Go ahead, I'm sorry.
Well, Curtis was talking about, downshifting past the center of the corner. I found actually, sometimes shifting it after the center, you would still get loose. I found shifting earlier on in the corner. Sometimes I was already in gear 3 before I even started turning the wheel sometimes. It's different for every driver, and I think that's really how we're going to see these passes made, is really, especially going off into 1, if they do downshift, how quickly or how much later they downshift.
We got some green flag pit stops going on right now, and it looks like Eric Minch is on pit road. He does got a little bit of damage. With the tire fall off, I'm watching right now, Benjamin Nelson, it ain't much of a huge fall off, honestly. Best lap right now for Nelson, a 33.345. He just ran a 34.017, so it ain't a big fall off. But do you like the idea of possibly pitting a little bit early to take them fresh tires if you're a little bit further in the back or even mid-pack?
I think that might be a better idea for those guys running top 4. Being further back, if you go to the pits, that will guarantee you being a lap down, possibly even going 2 down, depending on where your pit box is. So I wouldn't advise it. I would advise running out the run, pit when you need to, or wait for a yellow.
I think that's what we've seen actually happen to Skylar Allen. He actually, on that first pit stop, he only took 2 tires, and it really did hurt him. And I kind of figured it would. I think he may have thought that we would have another short run. He did come off pit road just now. He actually lost he did lose 2 laps, it looks like. So we'll see how he does. He actually has 7 laps on that tire. So right now we're at 28 stint or 28 lap run on these tires. We'll see how long it takes till they pit. Any ideas between you all? What do you think?
Well, it looks like most of these drivers, what they do is they run out the fuel and then they'll conserve tires early in the run and try to keep them as fresh as they can throughout the late run and get into the pits on the full fuel run. Considering the fuel run's only a little over 40 laps running,
Okay.
the tires will last the full run. It just depends on preference on how loose the truck is and how you're driving it.
I know whenever I was in it, I was already considering maybe pitting, 30 to 35. Yeah, that's just a little under the fuel run, but I feel like, as bad as some of us were wearing out those tires, I feel like 30 to 35, I'm surprised how most of us are able to keep it on the track at that point.
Nate Anderson's starting to move up as well. He's up to 7 now.
And I think that's really going to come down to is, who is saving their tires early on in the run, they might be able to run a little bit longer. But even then, because how big is the lead that Benjamin's got? He's got an 11-second gap right now.
Yeah, he does. Now, let me ask you all this. This is, we've had this conversation off air in our own team speak. Benjamin is on a whole nother level. We know that. And it looks like actually Royce Schiavano did come down pit road as well. Yeah, he just left pit road. So we're starting to see some green flag stops now from our leaders. But what's it going to take for somebody to come out here and beat Benjamin, man? I mean, we didn't think he would win last week. Let's just be honest. And he did.
Tyler Cox.
Maybe.
The two skills it's going to take to beat Benjamin Nelson. The guy's a fantastic tire saver, as you've seen throughout tracks like Pocono and Dover. The tracks that are known to eat up tires, he can run, half second through his run where most of the guys are falling off a second. He's still on it. So it's tire saving and pit strategy. If you can out fuel him, make a mistake on his fuel. He has almost run out of fuel at last week.
Yeah,
he
did run out.
0.2 gallons of fuel crossing the line. So if you can get him to make a mistake, that's where you're going to beat him.
That's a big if, though. Let's just be honest. It is. It's a big if. I feel like any race Benjamin in, he's up front. We always see that. We've seen him break out a couple times, though. I'm not saying he's, going to win every race, but when he comes into the race, he's got to be the favorite. You know what I mean? There might be a couple of guys here and there that's just better than him at certain tracks, but he's always still the favorite just because we've seen what he can do. Especially when, like you mentioned, when he saves tires. So I think we're kind of seeing that now. And he'll probably actually continue running this stint out. Honestly, he's got such a big lead. I wouldn't be surprised if we keep seeing him running out.
And being he's only almost a second off on his tires, he's not suffering that badly on these tires.
Yeah.
Whether people are getting as tight, he seems to be running these constant laps and not having huge fall off. So I think he's just going to completely run out his lap, get down pit road, and get back out and do the same.
Yeah, I agree. I sit here looking at him, watching him run now, and we got somebody spinning on pit road. That is a 51. It looks like.
61 at Jeff Schmidt.
Yep.
Yellow.
Caution, yeah. I guess a caution comes out for that. Huh.
Yep.
That's weird.
Really on pit road?
Josh Mady.
Yeah, pit access does count as a racing surface.
Wow.
Did not
That's
know
interesting. So that was our caution. We'll get a real look at what happened real quick. He just spun coming to pit road. We'll see how that hurts people. It's going to hurt quite a few people. Royce Schiavano going to get the wave around, or Lucky Dogs. That ain't going to hurt him. But
did the 10 go a second lap down there? Did he get passed by him?
The 10,
No, it looks like
that's what I'm wondering. He's just
well, he was on pit road, but right now on the leaderboard it's showing him ahead of him, so I don't know.
that's going to change. It'll change.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I was about to say.
Yeah, he's actually 1 lap down right now. From what I'm seeing.
Yeah, well, we'll see whenever they come back across the line here, because if that's the case...
We know he'll stay out, no matter what.
Yeah.
Looks like Skylar Allen going to stay out for now and get a lap back as well. It looks like the only one really coming down besides way further back is Benjamin Nelson. There's a couple guys a lot further back coming down. So Benjamin Nelson should win this race off pit road fairly easy.
A lot of these drivers need to play some huge catch-up before they get to pit road to even be able to contend.
I'm going to be honest. I think what it's going to take for Benjamin Nelson to lose this race tonight right now, we're going to have a late caution and somebody's going to have to strategy. Whether it be 2 tires or something. And all of them's going to have to do it, not just one. I mean, that's
Honestly,
what it seems
I
like.
don't think 2 tires, I don't even think it's worth it. I mean, unless it's going to be a 1-lap shootout.
That would,
yeah.
If
it's just doing a second lap, I think, on 2 tires, I mean, you're so brutal on these tires. I just don't think 2 tires are really going to be your friend. I mean, I was considering it, but once I really thought about it, 2 tires just really isn't going to be your best friend here. Yeah, I think you want to go on and get those 4 tires and just try to see if maybe you can rough them up a little bit going off into 1, because that's actually how I've seen a lot of people make these passes on these restarts, are really getting in there, bumping people, moving them up the racetrack and get up underneath them.
We'll be right back after a quick break.
When I sat in the car, you always wonder what's it going to feel like. It was my first time driving a mid-engine GT car. My thoughts were, wow, this is really good for our first time in a car. I was really surprised by you're sitting low, you got the A-pillars at steep angles, the windshield's at steep angles, you can see the fender flares. I think we have a chance to win. Everything's got to go right, but I think we have a car that can win the race or be on the podium. But can you imagine how cool that would be to go back 50 years later to the year and do it?
Back here at Gateway Gateway Motorsports Park for the Gateway 150. About to cross the line, going to be starting lap 50. Pace car drops in. I'm in the booth by Curtis Martin and Derek Pemberton. We're getting ready to go green. Benjamin Nelson, Raymond Tolliman, Eric Spencer, your top 3. Pace car drops in. We are green flag back here at Gateway, and what a start. That 12 actually got a pretty good start too. However, he's going to be stuck on the outside. Royce Schiavano looking to the outside as well. Keep your eye on him.
Ooh. And that's just it. That's one thing that I've seen the 12 do on every single restart is he's going to push. I'm surprised he didn't push that 73 down farther than what he did. That's what he did to me on a couple of restarts. He pushed me all the way down onto that rumble strip as the 41 that looks to his inside.
He's going to take that spot away going into turn 3, it looks like. He did drive it in pretty deep. A little bit further back. Got a good battle back here as Skylar Allen working around some. Looks like Skylar's actually 2 laps down still, by the way. But right now he's working. Where is Skylar? I thought I seen him working around traffic. Yeah, there he is. Working around the 23 John Ronaldo, 14 to 39 and the 04 a lot of guys got caught a lap down because of that caution. John Ronaldo, Ryan Timmel, Eric Minch being 3 of them that did. So right now we only have 10 drivers on the lead lap, with the last one being Josh Mayu in the 10 truck. So right now, if a caution was to come out, it would be John Ronaldo getting the free pass. We'll continue watching that battle a little bit here as well. Here's a good battle. 73 working on the 1. And also the 12 right here in this mix as well. Here comes Eric Spencer looking to the inside of Nate Anderson off turn 2.
Does the 1 have a lot of damage for y'all?
He does got damage. It ain't a ton, but it is a little heavy, especially on the back end, on the right, right rear. Yep. And there's also
73 around. And he saved it.
That's a good.
Oh,
That was close.
that almost turned into something more.
Yeah, that was close. He will fall back a couple spots here. Looks like he's going to fall back to 7. So he actually didn't lose a ton of spots where everybody's so spaced out. But here comes Kyle Frame, right in behind Skylar Allen, right in front of Aaron Fowler. So that 04 is for position between them two guys. That is battle for 8th and 9th. Skylar Allen back in 14th right now, so he's trying to get up there and get a couple laps back.
With 73, he shifted down going through 3 and 4. It's when he shifted, that's what sent him sideways.
A little too early. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, and it looks like what I'm looking at is Frame looks to be trying to find his way around Skylar Allen, possibly getting him a spot behind the 04.
Let me ask you this, Curtis. I'll ask you this, and then I'll ask Derek the same question, because it's kind of, well, let me just ask you this. If you're a lap down car right now, and you're the 39, let's say if you're the 39, Kyle Frame, if you're a lap down car, especially a 2 lap down car, how aggravated or how frustrated do you get right now?
I think with how Skylar's driving, he has been quick this run, so he hasn't been actually holding up Kyle Frame too much. If right now I'd be okay, but if it was Skylar was 2/10 slower and I was just trying to get him by and he was burning up my tires, I would be a little aggravated that I'm being raced by a car 2 laps down.
So let me ask you this, Derek. We watched you move a lead lap car the other day. How much patience do you have?
It honestly depends on the racetrack, but most of the time, I'm usually pretty lenient with lap cars, especially if they're up to speed.
You haven't been lately, buddy. Let's just be honest.
Usually, I'm the other way around.
39's to the wall.
Frame's in the wall.
Yeah, he got pretty good there. It ain't going to hurt him too bad, but he will lose that spot. And actually, yeah, he's just going to fall back to 9th right now, so that's not very good, but we'll keep watching out. So, okay. Now, let me ask you all this. Curtis, you consider this a short track or intermediate?
I would consider an intermediate. It's right on the cusp between being a short track and then being, almost a mile and a half. It's a mile and a quarter, and I would definitely consider it more of an intermediate because it's closer to that quarter mile mark. Sorry, mile and a half mark.
Yeah, I kind of agree with that, I think. I guess we could say the same thing kind of about New Hampshire. To me, this track kind of drives like New Hampshire, honestly. Yeah, it's a different line. But the way it looks, I guess, and kind of feels whenever you drive it, reminds me a lot of New Hampshire. So, however, according to this, turns 1 and 2, from what I'm reading, is very characteristic. They are very similar to New Hampshire Motor Speedway. However, turns 3 and 4 drive very similar to Phoenix. Would you agree?
I would definitely agree.
I think I would too.
I haven't really driven Phoenix, but based on what I've seen and what I've heard, turns 3 and 4 really does feel like Phoenix.
Yeah, I think I agree with that as well. I think turns 3 and 4 at Phoenix. And really, we don't downshift to Phoenix, or I don't. I guess you probably could. But I think it's really close to Phoenix, actually, now that I'm looking at it.
Yeah, it's definitely got that characteristics feel with 3 and 4. It definitely feels like it's a lot longer turning that corner than 1 and 2. It almost feels like you're almost turning a full hairpin at Okayama.
Right. So
it feels like a long corner.
Watching Eric Borelli right now, he works on the backstretch here. Last time by, he has been faster than Eric Spencer, who's up in front of him. So we'll see if he can run him down. Eric Spencer right now running behind the 80, who is currently 6 laps down. Now, how patient would you be if you're Eric Spencer now, knowing that the 14's running down, but you're behind the, and there's a big time difference right now between, ain't a ton of time difference, I guess, but very similar times with the 80. There's 6 laps down to 73.
I believe I heard something someone told the 80 to kind of get out the way since he's
That's
a lap
probably what it
car.
was.
Racing control came over the radio and said 80, get out the way, you're a lap car, But it doesn't seem like he's really doing that at this moment.
He did move up right there. The 80's very new, and people don't know, I like Brendan Parsons. I'm very impressed with him and I don't say that about rookies. I'm going to be honest. We all been rookies, but I despise racing with rookies. I do. But Brandon Parsons don't really drive like a rookie. And I'm not playing when I say he's a rookie. I literally mean he's actually an iRacing rookie class. There's a certain tracks he's been really fast on. And for him to race a league full of A-class drivers and B-class drivers, we have no C-class drivers in here, or D. It's just A's and B's. He's getting a lot of experience, man.
The experience he's getting is unreal.
Yeah, it's outrageous the amount of experience he's getting. He's racing with the top licensed class in iRacing. I bet he would, if he would really, and we got pit stop happening. It looks like the 42 plowed the wall a few seconds ago. But I wish I would have hopped in a league. I tried to hop in a league and run a race as a rookie. It didn't work out for me. I completely destroyed the field on the live broadcast, and I felt horrible, and I never raced again. Anyway, that would just give me so much confidence going into my rookie races if I was him. Yeah, his safety rating's not good at all. A lot of it's probably got to do with dirt, would be my guess. He probably likes racing dirt. And all of that, everybody here knows how rookie street stocks can be. So,
I thought they were fun, but
I did too, actually. But I was out of it in a week. So
I wish I could go back and run some rookie street stock. That stuff was fun.
Yeah, I loved racing Charlotte at night. Fun track to race.
I've kind of noticed on this run, the 41 isn't going nowhere. He's kind of, he's a second and a half back,
right.
But he ain't going away like he was last run. Now, could still be early on in the run, but I mean, it's closer than what we see anyone else doing all night.
Just to let you know, the last lap by, I'll let you know what this lap is. This may be a better lap for Benjamin. We'll see. She crossed the start-finish line. Benjamin Elson, a 33.979. And Roy Schiavone a little bit slower with a 34.3, but actually the lap times have been very close for the last 5 laps. That's interesting. The fastest that time by, however, was Benjamin Elson, but Dylan Vo is also really fast.
Yeah, they kind of broke off.
I don't see how you can run a 33-second lap with 18 lap tires. That's insane.
And it's really looking like Anderson's getting he's getting a little bit impatient with Dylan Vos right now. He's trying to make the pass. He's just trying to run that into the corner a little bit like how Royce Giovano did early in the run, but this late he's really playing a chance, and it hasn't been working out for him.
We're riding on board, on the hood of Nate Anderson. You can see him possibly, he really drives it in, don't he?
Yeah, I was looking at the breaking point of Dylan Vos, and it was very early running in, and then seeing Nate Anderson make up that much time, and he actually managed to get the truck to stick and made probably 2/10 on him.
That time the 45 runs it in really deep, but Anderson's going to keep it on the bottom and actually picks up a little bit right there in the center, loses a little bit on the exit. We'll see how he does here. 3 and 4 looks like about even. 1 and 2 looks like it really favors Nate Anderson.
Yeah, and that the line. He got.
Oh, good save. Keep it off the. He's gonna.
He barely touched it though.
Yep. No, it's not gonna affect him at all.
He drove it in.
He drove it in, and I think that was his tires going, don't do that again.
Yeah.
Honestly, I've seen, of course, I haven't been on this long of a run, but really, I don't see us turn 1 and 2 as a turn you really want to overdrive it. I mean, you can overdrive to a certain point, but I feel like if you're trying to pass someone, overdrive it through 3 and 4. I think it's a little bit flatter, and you get a little bit more of a leeway, I guess, on the line that works.
Right.
I just feel like overdrive through 1 and 2, especially since you got a downshift to maintain, get that good runoff. I don't feel like overdriving turn 1 and 2 is your best option.
How about this battle? 0-4 and 12 battling. 0-4 went to the high side to complete the pass. Still battling down the backstretch. Looks like 12 may have the inside line. And preferred line, but we'll see if Aaron Fowler can take that spot away. It looks like he may have it. Really close, but yeah, makes pass on the high side here. Wow.
Yeah, that lane works.
Yeah, with how they've been driving this track early, I was noticing a lot of drivers running that higher line, and they seem to be getting a lot better runoff than, say, running the whole corner to the bottom. Some of the drivers have been, like Skylar early was running high groove and then just let the truck drive down and drove it off and was getting great runs.
Watching, that's spaced out. Go ahead, Derek.
Well, I was just saying, like, you know, I noticed it that, like, people that I tried passing on the inside, it really wasn't working. That's where you got to make your passes is on the outside, especially off of 1 and 2. You get such a much better run coming off of 1 and 2, mainly because the inside car, he wants to try, based on the track, he wants to slide up, and since you're there, he has to let off. So that gives you already right there much better of a run, and especially when you're by yourself, you also get I've seen you get a slightly little bit better of a runoff.
Pretty much our biggest battle right now is Aaron Fowler, Raymond Holland, and Eric Spencer and Eric Borelli, all within about the same distance of each other. We'll see if that closes up. If it does, we'll definitely go to it. But right now, Aaron Fowler really running some fast times. He's actually faster, about 4th fastest right now last time by. So we'll see if that keeps continuing and see if he can gain up a few spots here.
Yeah, it's really looking like Anderson's starting to gain. It looks like Vosa's tires might be a little bit more worn than he'd like him to be. It looks like Anderson's getting some comfort with his tires, where it looks like Dylan's really having to nurse his car around the corners, so Anderson can make up a lot of time in these corners.
Riding on board with Dylan Rose, you can see Nate right there behind him. Dylan's kind of really driving turn 1 right now, it looks like. I'm actually seeing the line move up, the preferred line move up on the long run is what I'm seeing.
I agree.
Yeah. We've seen Aaron pass Raymond up there as well, so I'm wondering if the groove is moving up quite a bit. And right there again, the one actually goes to a little bit higher groove in 3 and 4. And we'll see if he's faster at the stripe or not as he crosses the line. It does look like he is a little bit faster that time, Dylan with a 450. And Nate with a 347, so he is reeling him in. Right now the distance of 1.4 back. We'll see if he's able to close. They do got a lap car here, the 61, Jeff Smith.
Yeah, the 61's been in the wall a couple times, especially off of 1 and 2. He's downshifted too early, and he's just constantly going straight right into that wall.
His not really went downhill whenever he spun on pit road.
Yeah.
That's what I'm seeing too. So once again, this time, as it goes along, looks like Dylan may be a little bit faster here. Yeah, he's a little bit faster there. A lot of that may have to do with that lap car. So Dylan right now pretty comfortable in 3rd. For the time being, a 1.86 second lead. Kyle Frame starting to close the gap up a little bit on Eric Borelli for 8th place. About 2/10 back right now.
It looks like he got a better run out of 2 too, because it looks like he's still trying to make it.
He actually took a peek to the high side there.
Yep. Now, does he cross over? It'll all depend on what line Borelli takes.
That's going to be a tough pass to make, too. Eric's usually pretty tough to race. You all know that. I mean,
yeah, these two don't give up positions easily, and they'll battle right to the bitter end. It's going to be interesting to see what'll happen if Kyle Frame can get to the back of Eric Borelli.
There's a pretty good run right there from Kyle Frame. He did get a better exit in turn 2. Oh, look at this dive.
Frame to the inside. that was a good dive.
That was a dive bomb. Let's be honest. That was a dive bomb.
That was a huge dive bomb, but
hey, he made it work so far. Oh, nope.
Doesn't get the position, but Borelli really wasn't wanting that one.
That was a little insane there.
That's exactly what we were talking about with Frame battling as hard as he can to take positions, and Borelli really had to drive off to the inside again.
He did it a little bit earlier that time. That's close.
And it looks like
it's gonna be a good exit.
He's gonna have to lose it. It's gonna be a close exit.
Side by side as they drag. We got a lap car up there as well. Oh, he moves out of the way. It looks like. Who will have a better turn 1? It's been Frame with a better turn 1 or turn 2 exit. don't look like he's going to get it this time, though. Here comes the 14 Strong back on the outside. Wow. That's impressive.
No, Borelli was right there. It looked like Frame turned a little bit earlier than he wanted, and Borelli was just ready to absolutely capitalize and put the door down. Right
Just
beside
let
Frame
you all
allowed
know.
him not to correct.
Derek, you're right about Benjamin Nelson being a little bit, you know, I don't know if he's slower, but Royce has not really lost a ton of ground to him for what we seen last time. There's only a 4-second gap, I believe, 3.9 second. Last time Benjamin ran a 34.002, Royce ran a 34.150, so pretty close. And then I say that Benjamin hits another 33, but and actually that time Royce Shivano faster with a 33.890. Kyle Frame coming to pit road. Aaron Fowler on pit road. Green flag pit stops.
I think if they keep going, I think Frame just put himself in really good position for,
I agree completely.
for pit strategy. If
Eric Menschosser there.
if Benjamin Nelson runs it out, he could put himself in a bad position.
Yeah, that's the only thing I think that could hurt him. Would be pitting super early.
Pitting too early or too late would be
or too late,
a huge issue. As these tires go, one of the guys on new tires will be trying to get their lap back, and
well,
if Benjamin Nelson can't keep his tires, you know.
I'm looking right now, and I'm anxious to see how long the run will actually go. We haven't had a green flag stop. It's our first really green flag stops now. Looks like Raymond Tollinen also on pit road, but right now 34 laps is on Benjamin Nelson's tires. And actually the last few laps, Roy Shivano has ran him down a little bit slowly. But I'm anxious to see when this will be, because if they can stretch this out, say 20 more laps, that will be enough to make it on one more stop for them. But I think that's still giving up a lot of time. We'll see. Trying to see, it looks like Josh Mayu is on pit road as well.
Yeah, it looks like most of the drivers have hit their limit on where they're willing to go with the tires, and they're just going to get a full set of fuel and new tires and get back out there.
Roy Shivano pit road. Only ones that have not pitted: Dylan Bowes, Eric Spencer, Eric Borelli, not on pit road yet. We're waiting on that to happen. Benjamin Nelson staying out again.
I don't like that Nelson staying out.
I don't either. That's a gamble.
I think Shivano going in when he did, I think that was the best move he could have made. Instead of just continuing to play Benjamin's game, he's going to play his game, go to the pits, get some new tires, and let Benjamin run his tires down even more.
Yeah, well, I'll let you know right here once he completes a complete lap what Benjamin ran. Benjamin ran a 34.088 last time by. It looks like he's going to stay out this time as well. So we'll compare the two laps together with him and Royce Shivano. Royce right now working around Skylar Allen. And Skylar's going to give him plenty enough room on the exit. And also Raymond Tollinen. Right there's your difference in old lap tires and new laps. The 12 of Raymond actually has new tires. 34.358 last time by for Benjamin to Royce's lap. Actually, it didn't count that lap because I forgot the pit exit and stuff like that, so we'll have to wait. Here's an example. Raymond Tollinen was 4/10 faster last time by than Nelson.
Yeah, it looks like through Nelson Shivano, the time lost for the tires is about 1 second.
Yeah, that's what I'm seeing as well. Because right there, the 12 gets around him. Benjamin Nelson that time by 34.966 to Royce Shivano. As he crosses the start-finish line, he ran a 33.5, so almost a second and a half that time by, giving up. And he's just gaining that back on track once Benjamin pits. Dylan Bowes on pit road.
The closer and Nelson to the pits, yeah. It's the closer Shivano is, the better.
Yeah, I agree. Now, you got to be careful entering pit road. We've already seen a couple people here get caught speeding and everything, and that was really close right there for Benjamin. I think he's okay. That was really close, though.
Now, Shivano's got his lap back, so now it's going to be a race off pit road for Benjamin Nelson.
Nelson may still have the lead, but it ain't going to be by much. I don't think. Nelson's still on pit road right now. He still has the lead. Eric Spencer also coming on pit road. That is scheduled for him as well. Nelson's in his box.
Yeah, Shivano's entering 3 right now, so I think Shivano's going to have the lead
I
coming
think
out.
so too. Nelson's now just went up on the left side tires.
Yep, Shivano's coming to the line. That'll be your new leader. I
Nelson
believe.
down and away. Just out of his pit box.
Oh, it's going to be. It's
Yeah,
gonna
he's
be
going to
close.
take it, I think. It's going to be very close.
Yeah,
Nope.
Nelson will keep the
Barely.
lead, but Shivano is right on him.
See, that's a good call, though, I think, for him to come down like that. I mean,
Yep.
that's only a 4-lap difference. His tires ain't going to be too wore out. And, I mean, he did close up, you know, he took off 3 seconds during that stop. So, I mean, you know, I think that's a good call.
Oh, we have a car in the wall.
Who is that, 12? Caution's out.
Yeah,
Yep, 12, Raymond Tollivan.
looks like his tires weren't ready for that for a hard run yet.
Let's see, did he touch the apron? Yep, he touched the rumble strip on exit.
Oh.
And that's what cost him. He was having a good run, too. Yep, he was having a great run, too. So our caution flies here again. That is our 4th caution for only, we'll see. Let me ask you this. Lucky Dollar's going to go to Eric Borelli, by the way. Let me ask you this. Do you pit again? I think Roy Shivano will pit.
If you're on the back half of the lead lap, I say, yeah, come in, get these fresh tires. Maybe, you know, Benjamin's only on, what, 1 or 2 lap
One or
tires.
two.
I mean, still.
Shivano is pitting, by the way.
I think that's a good
I do
idea.
too.
Get the fuel. He's going to have a fuel advantage over Nelson if
And-
Nelson doesn't pit.
You're right.
Because, what, they're probably still going to be, what, 20 or so laps short here?
Yeah, we're seeing that they could go 35 laps, I think is what we're seeing. That was on tires. I would guess it's about the same. That may be, you know, for fuel as well. But we know that was definitely a tire. Was it? I don't know. That could have been actually a fuel stop, couldn't it?
Yeah, I think that was his,
Yeah, I
that
think
was
it
his
was.
fuel stop.
So Benjamin Elson stays out. Raymond Tollin is going to have to come down. It don't look like he's actually got a lot of damage, actually.
No, it looked like he
see
managed
what-
to keep it
yeah.
for the most part off that inside wall and only taking some.
I think I would have
minor
hit if I
left
was
damage.
him. He is a lap down, so he probably will be pitting this time, I would guess. Yeah, he's coming down.
Josh Mayu is just hoping Benjamin pits. He's gone that 1 lap cusp of lucky dog.
It looks like he's not. And actually, I thought the 12 was going to pit there, but I don't like the idea of the 12 not pitting really. Even though he's on 7-lap tires, but you know he did spin. You know what I mean? I don't know if I like that or not. So it looks like Roy Shivano is going to be starting back in 6th place. That may actually go up. Yeah, it's going to go up here a couple spots because Kyle Frame and stuff on pit road.
We have Minch, Anderson, Fowler,
Okay.
Schmidt, and Frame and down
He's
to
going to
pit
go to
road.
3rd then. Yeah, he'll be back in 3rd. So that's a good place to start though. 3rd place. I think I'd rather start in 3rd than I would 2nd here, especially.
Yeah, because I feel like even though they got to wait on the green, I still feel like you can still get a much better jump with the leader, so he could be on his back bumper and maybe try to make a move going off into 1.
Well, in the early run, we've seen the bottom is the place to be, and then the group does move up. So I really, you know, I like the call to go ahead and pit and take a little bit of tires. Yeah, I mean, it's only a lap or 2 advantage, but you're trying to beat Benjamin Nelson. I mean, you got to do something, you know. So
1 lap to 50 laps, it doesn't matter. Fresher
Yeah.
tires against him
Yep.
will hopefully do you better.
And we actually seen Royce was getting faster during that run. So you never know. But I'm gonna be honest, Benjamin Nelson is no easy task though. We've always
Question,
said
how
that.
many lap tires is the 73 on here?
He did pit. He's on 3. He pit
Okay.
with Benjamin Nelson.
Okay, I was about
No.
to say, because if that was the case, the 73 could really change things up, but if
Yeah.
he pitted with 46.
Should be
all right.
okay. The oldest people out there on tires right now is Raymond Tollin and Josh Mayu on 8-lap tires. And I think the reason why they stayed out, they was hoping, and it looks like Raymond's actually going to pit now, and John Renato also, but I think they was actually hoping that Nelson was going to pit.
We have a delayed green.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna go around and see what happened. Oh, Skylar, what happened to Skylar stopped on the racetrack in turn 3.
Yeah, I
Or
see
4.
that. I think his screen might have froze, actually. Huh. That's strange. But so we do got delayed green, so that'll be okay. We'll double them back up here in just a second. We're going to have about 60 laps to go. That's still a 2-stop race. I'm going to be honest, this is actually setting up. It ain't going to be no field race, I don't think, because you can go 34 laps. So it should not be a field mileage race unless people pit early. Well, then we'll see.
Depend on when if there's a caution and when people pit.
You know, I think this is actually our longest race of the year for Go Fast, I believe. If I'm not mistaken. Also, remember guys, we'll be live again Saturday. We do not broadcast the K&N race tomorrow. So we'll be live Saturday for the Xfinity Series at Michigan. And then Sunday, the season finale of the CFR Championship. 4 drivers are in it. Sorry, Derek. And we'll see how the winner comes out. That's going to be a fun race at Homestead. We'll be live there a little bit earlier. We'll be going live there about 7:45 instead of 7:55 on Sunday. That way we can get interviews with all of our chase drivers that's in it and everything like that. So it should be a fun race.
We get a special surprise too from ours truly over here.
Never know.
You'll see out at the end of qualifying, hopefully.
Oh,
if he does it.
You're talking about the national anthem.
What do you think I was talking about?
I was sitting there thinking, I was like, what's this dude talking about? I was like, I'm not missing something that I said. I forgot.
No, ours truly over here is thinking about singing the good old national anthem.
Say, can
no,
you?
No.
That's a preview, guys. Y'all get ready.
Oh, that would be the best 10 minutes
Get
ever
ready.
on a recording ever.
Nah, it'd take about 30 for me to sing it. I have to look up the lyrics. I forgot. I had to ask a Canadian what the lyrics was to my national anthem.
That was.
Yeah.
Oh, pace lights are off here.
Okay. Pace lights are off. Benjamin Nelson's gonna lead us back to the green flag.
Green flag about to wave, and we are green. Back here at Gateway Motorsports Park, and
wow, Spencer got a good run.
Here we go. This is gonna be interesting.
Yeah, into one. How does it go? Wow, 2x2 into the corner.
This helps Nelson.
Yeah, it really does.
Yeah, Nelson getting a breakaway and getting himself in line. Meanwhile, Schiavano and Spencer battle for that second position.
Schiavano drove it in deep.
Wow. And he'll get a huge run on Nelson.
Wow. You're right.
Nelson messed up going off into 3.
Yeah, he went high, didn't he? Yeah, that's what I seen as well.
And all Schiavano has to do is stay with him, let his tires set in.
We interviewed Nelson at the start of the race. First time ever on this track.
He's driving it like he stole it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Amazing. There is some battles, by the way. Nate Anderson looks like he actually had to pit along with Raymond Tollin. They did have black flags for entering closed pit. So unfortunately for them.
Tollin actually had another black flag given to him. I think, was that his second yellow?
I think that might have been his second yellow.
May have been.
He was given one black flag for, I believe, a stop and go. So that's why I thought that was kind of strange. So that's going to really hurt the 12, who was actually having a great run tonight.
Nate Anderson
really
as well.
Yeah. Actually, I don't know why Nate went down.
He did have to stop. It don't look like he's actually a lap down yet, though. So right now he's to the good. He's not very far ahead, though, of our leaders.
He's peaking.
Yeah, right. Fish 41, this is the closest he's been. He's got to take his shot now and do something.
Yeah, I agree.
The leader always has the best shot on tires. He doesn't have to stop for anyone. He just runs his lines.
I'm going to be honest with you. It really seems like clean air really helps. You're trying to pass one of the best people we've seen racing in a very long time. Let's just be honest. It is true. Roy Schiavano right now has been in this position so many times. Eventually it's going to start eating at you. You know?
Yep. These two have been 1-2 for a lot of the races so far, and Royce has really been looking for some luck to at least get, prevail through this.
You know, Royce, I believe Royce does have a win in here. I'm checking the points now. Actually, you know what? He may not. Yeah, he does have one win so far. So, I don't know.
So it's going to be. It looks like Nelson's holding a bit of a higher line, and Shivano's trying to take the fastest way that low line around. So I wonder if that's a tire saving move on Nelson's part.
At the line, it was Roy Shivano fastest last time by. Now Shivano actually caught Nate Anderson in a bad spot there.
Yeah, that's definitely going to hurt his lap and give Nelson a little bit of time to take a breath and take his run.
Wait, okay, my bad. I thought the one was on the lead lap. My fault. About to say he's awfully close. I thought he was a little bit off pace. I was like, man, I didn't think fresh tires did that good.
So Nate's going to go one lap down.
He wants yellow right now.
Yeah. So right now he'd be our lucky dog. Josh Mayhew is right there as well. He's trying to run down Nate, trying to get that back. So yeah, last time by it was Benjamin Nelson a little bit faster than him. Meanwhile, Eric Spencer trying to run down Dylan Vose. Eric was faster last time by. Kyle Frame also in this mix.
And Frame getting actually a good run
Yeah.
on Spencer off that. And
Wow, Frame is so good at the exit. Look at that.
yeah, his exits have been on par with
Yeah.
Nelson. It looks like Spencer's gonna have to possibly concede that position soon.
Yeah, or he's going to have to figure out what the 39 is doing to take away that line. To me, it looks like the 39 is backing up the corner a lot.
Yeah, it definitely looks like, looking at his speeds, he's backing up and crossing over like Alan was doing early in the race.
Wow, that's impressive. Meanwhile, we do got a battle heating up right here in front of these guys. Nate Anderson. Oh, never mind. I forgot that was Josh Mayhew. I lied.
Yeah, Dylan Vose trying to get past Anderson right now, and it doesn't look like Anderson's gonna
Not give it up easy,
concede
is
that
he?
spot. If I'm Anderson a lap down, I'm not going to give anything up, but I'm also not going to risk my car.
Yeah, because you want to make sure you stay in front of Josh Mayhew as long as you can. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
Oh, 45.
Oh.
Oh, he may go around. No, he
Dylan
saved
Vose
it.
got really loose.
Yeah.
And Spencer's going to look at getting run off, as well as Frame looking high. We may go 3 wide into 1.
That's not going to be a good idea.
Spencer checked out, thought better of it.
Frame on the other hand.
Vose to the bottom. Frame got onto
yeah.
strips.
There's that run, Alf. Look at that. Wow.
Wow.
Power move. Meanwhile, by the way, that actually helped Aaron Fowler. He actually did close the gap quite a bit as well, back in 6th place.
Yeah, it looks like it's just gonna be Spencer and Vose battling back and forth, and Fowler's gonna love what he sees.
Yep. I agree completely. Benjamin Nelson still out to a 1.2 second lead. Not much has quite changed up there. That time, however, that was a really slow lap for Royce. I wonder if he just went a little too high in a corner. May have made a small mistake, but we'll see. So Kyle Frame takes over 3rd. He actually started up in 3rd place, so he's right on par where he was at the start of the race.
Now looks like Fowler's going to be probably 2 laps till he's on the rear bumper of Eric Spencer.
Yeah, he was faster 4/10 last time by.
And the last few passes, Fowler's been 3-4 tenths ahead of, faster than Vose and Spencer. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens when they get together.
That time by, Aaron Fowler faster than 5th, 4th, and 3rd. So he's starting to make a move. Yeah, he's starting to pick up a little pace. He's actually running a little bit higher groove and then diving it down a little bit.
And Anderson's battling with Kyle Frame.
Kyle
I wonder why
Frame.
he's battling. He's
that's
battling
actually a good
really
question.
hard through those corners. Yep.
Yeah, I agree. And it looks like Dylan Vose is looking underneath, and that's actually almost opened the door for the 73.
Anderson gets loose.
Here comes Eric Spencer with the run. On the back of the 45.
Into turn 3.
45 overdrove.
Yeah, and they're going to catch Nate Anderson in bad spot for Eric Spencer, and Vose is going to throw a block.
Now this right here, the one could be utilized as a pig, but here comes the 04 Aaron Fowler.
And it looks like Anderson's running those high lines, so if Spencer caught him in this point, he would not be in a good position.
Yeah, you're right. And don't look like Fowler's going to be able to clear Spencer just yet. Spencer with a good run off turn number 2. He's going to be looking to the inside here of the 45.
It doesn't look like Vos has the tires he had 5 laps ago. He's been getting loose into those corners.
Yeah,
and
he's
trying
been
to get
sliding. He's been going way up high as well. I've noticed that. And it looks like Spencer will take away 4th position for now. I want to say for now because these guys have been going back and forth a lot.
Yep, and Fowler is just cutting that time between Vos. So he's going to be looking very quickly to make a move. And it looks like Vos went in for a little bit of a tap attempt
Yeah,
there.
that's what I'm seeing as well. He's looking to the outside of the 73. Don't think that's where you really want to pass, being Nate Anderson and lap cars there. Actually, Nate's on the low side. This may actually work out decent.
Yeah, Vos going to stick his fender at the quarter. Oh, that was close.
And Fowler going to try to take that spot away.
Fowler looking inside of Spencer.
He thought about it, didn't he?
He thought, we're getting to crunch time for Aaron Fowler.
Yeah, this is where he really starts getting good. I've noticed that the last few races, he really starts to come on here towards the end of these races. Looking to the inside.
He goes looking to the inside of Spencer.
And the 45 may be getting a little aggravated with Nate Anderson. I believe all these guys are.
Will he actually move him, though?
The thing is, I'm sitting here watching. Nate is not really okay. It might not be the greatest thing to do, but Josh Mayhew's not very far behind Nate Anderson.
If I'm Dylan Vos and Anderson keeps blocking me, I'm moving him.
Yeah, I agree. I think you would have to.
Move him in the
5
corner.
laps ago.
I agree.
Not how many laps.
I
He's
agree.
been behind him, but I would have moved him 5 laps ago. I
So
mean,
Bose gets around him. Bose gets around him. No.
Oh,
Bose slides up.
Driving, and Nate Anderson will get back in
How
front
about that?
and put
Now,
more cars
watch
between
it right
him
here.
and
The
Josh
45, he ain't going to be so easy letting this one go here.
This may open the door.
45's gonna sit there and battle.
Spencer to the looking outside. No, he look to the
the one
inside.
got a little bit
Anderson
loose.
gets loose.
This is
Now
good
they
racing,
drive
man.
it
I
out.
don't care. I don't care if it's 4th position or not. This is fun to watch.
This is really good racing.
Now, the one's probably going to let the 45 do the same thing he did last lap and slide up again. I don't know. He got back down.
And Fowler looking inside.
Fowler looking to take over the 5th spot.
And he'll get it.
Yeah, takes over 5th. Now he's going to be working on the back end of Nate Anderson.
How much faster?
Wow.
He's almost 4/10 faster. He's got to catch him on a front stretch to actually be able to complete the pass. And Eric Spencer looking to the
How about
bottom.
that? 3 different lanes that they ran that time by.
This one, he's been right in the preferred lane, so you know these drivers are not the very happiest campers on the world.
Yeah.
I mean,
Uh-oh.
right there, he just cut down in front of the
Oh.
04.
That was-
Spencer taking use of that inside cut.
And to be honest, we're sitting here thinking Nate's doing a bad thing. He's not really doing a bad
But
thing.
He's 1 lap down. He's racing for his lap back.
He's
and
racing for a
Josh
lucky dog.
Mayhew's
Is right
really
behind
coming
him.
up on him.
Yeah. So that's why, in my opinion, he's not really doing nothing wrong. It was like Ricky Stenhouse this past at Martinsville when he moved the leader, Kyle Busch.
Yep.
I have no problem with how he's racing right now. It might not be this, like if I'm driving, if I'm a 73, I'm pissed. I'm mad. I'm mad at the one. I'm like, hey, move out of the way. But in my honest opinion, he is doing nothing wrong trying to stay in front of the 9.
No, Anderson's
Or
done
10.
nothing wrong. I mean, the driver did it at Texas for
Yeah.
CFR, moved to the leader 1 lap down.
Yeah, I do not mind it. I am completely okay with how he's racing right now. And the thing is, he's not racing dirty. He's really not.
No,
He's doing it clean.
He's clean and he's running his laps. As
Yeah.
aggravating as it might be for drivers trying to race around him, it's.
No,
he's
I'm not
doing
gonna be
anything
wrong.
And Mayo to the inside of Borelli to make it 2 cars.
I'm not going to sit there and
Between
act
them.
like if the 73 bumped to one out of the way, he has that right to. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So it's both ways. So we're seeing if
I
Spencer
feel
can
like
get by.
the 04 maybe a little more ticked at the 1 is right there. The 73 uses the 1 as a pick kind of right there.
I don't know if 72's going to be able to get around the 1. Yep, he will now.
Yeah, that one.
Oh, here we go.
Overdrive the corner and Josh Mayu right behind Nate Anderson to take that lucky dog spot.
Meanwhile, Aaron Fowler diving to the inside here on the 73 of Eric
Great
Spencer.
move.
Nope,
but he couldn't
not
get
do it.
there.
Yep, he did not get there.
I don't know. This one, he may try to fight back to get back up underneath this 04.
Yep.
And Mayu, I mean, really, we're saying the same thing, but Mayu's back there. He's really battling as well. I mean,
Yeah, he's going back and forth with Varelli.
and that's a lead lap car as well. So
Royce is on pit road.
the
Nate
one's
Anderson
around.
spins to the inside.
He saves it.
Josh Mayu will take the lucky dog.
And-
It was a good
But
save.
Royce is on pit road.
That's a good call. I think. Honestly, I think that's a great call to come down now.
That'll put him within fuel. I
Yeah,
think.
it will put it.
Spencer to the
Oh,
pits.
you know what?
What?
Unless he really saves his tires here, he can run it out on fuel. I think they've been pitting for tires over fuel.
We're on lap 115. We've been seeing guys coming out at lap 35. That's the latest we've seen anybody come down. That would put him at the fuel.
Yep.
Yeah, that would put him right at the fuel.
Yeah, it looks like
Eric Spencer
Nelson's
pit
go-
road.
Yeah, Nelson's gonna keep running it as he will to run out his full stop.
I don't blame Royce for trying something different. You gotta try something different now.
At
It's
this
too
point,
late.
he's late in the run. He's unable to keep up with Benjamin Nelson. So I think pitting early and forcing Benjamin to actually think, because if he's not thinking now, he's got to think he has this race.
Let's watch Benjamin Nelson. Somebody mentioned in the chat there's a possibility Benjamin Nelson could be shutting his truck off and saving. I'm on board now watching RPMs.
He's clutching.
Yeah, you're right. He is clutching it and holding it in for a while too.
Yeah, so he's trying to really run out as much as he can to get
Ooh.
separation.
Oh, he
He'll
got
almost
it.
lose it.
Yeah,
How big would
That's
that be
a
if
sign.
he loses it?
Well,
We've
for
seen it.
Dylan Vos, who's running second, it would be
Oh, here he
fantastic. And
comes.
Benjamin Nelson to
Oh.
pit road, and he'll. Oh,
that's an unsafe pit entrance. No, wait, no, it's not because
that's going to be a lot of time lost.
yeah, it's not an unsafe pit
I
entrance
still
because
think
he's
that'll
not at the
count, though,
line.
because-
It's close.
Oh, it's close.
We'll have to watch and see. And honestly, he's really close to it. We'll have to watch and see if he's got to come back down. If he's got to come back down, it's over for him, unless there's a caution.
Shavano gets his lap back, and he's got to be happy.
Yeah, because he did lose a lot of time.
Yeah,
To let you know,
that's
I'll
5
let
or
you
6
know.
Seconds.
Roy Shimano had a 40 seconds on pit road.
Oh, we have a yellow.
Benjamin Nelson caught on pit road. That means Roy
He ended
Shimano is
up
going to take the
aborting his
lead.
stop. He aborted his stop. Does he get to keep it?
Wow.
Now the question is, if he did get an unsafe pit entrance, he has to make that penalty under green, correct?
Yeah, if he did. But he aborted that stop, so I think he didn't get one because he aborted that stop. However, you know what this is going to do? Kyle Frame's going to be in front of him. Roy Shimano is going to be in front of him.
This just got interesting.
Eric Borelli will be in front of him.
It's going to be 28 laps
Yeah.
to go.
Actually, you know what?
Here's
It'll
the
be
deal.
just Roy Shimano in front of him, I think.
But you know what? The 41, he can come back down now and get.
You want me to tell you what hurts everybody? There's only going to be 4 cars on the lead lap
Yep.
because only 3 of them's not a lap down.
Yep. Frames a lap down.
Yep.
Spencer's going to be the lucky
Yep.
dog.
Wow.
That was not a good time.
Nelson didn't pit.
he didn't. Wait, he didn't.
Nope.
Did he aborted that pit stop? You said?
Yeah, he boarded
Yeah,
it.
he aborted it, and he will not pit yet.
I don't know. We're gonna find out here in a minute. We'll see. That's strange.
Yeah,
Roy
Vos to
Shimano's
pit
coming
road.
down too.
You've got to right now. I mean, don't get me wrong. Nelson could really save tires.
Yeah,
but
you're right. He aborted it because I'm not showing anything for his stop. Looks like Kyle Frame's gonna get to wave around, by the way. Because Eric Spencer, well, he's actually like, okay, yeah. You know why Eric Spencer didn't get to wave around? Because he's actually in front of our leaders. That's why. Because the leader's pitted.
Oh, and that hurts.
Yeah, that's good though.
Unless he goes down with Benjamin Nelson, he will be okay.
Well, Eric Spencer already pitted. He's only got 4 laps on his tires, so he'll get to wave around. Yeah. So the reason why he's not is because he beat the leaders out before they lapped him.
All right, I think Nelson's definitely going to come down here.
Yeah. Yep.
Yep.
It looks like the
It's-
73 too. See, I'm kind of odd that the 73 is coming down though.
Yeah, and the one's a lap down. I'd be staying out.
Yeah, I think I
Yeah.
would too.
Yeah, 00 is gonna stay out and get 1 lap back.
Wow. So it looks like our
Fowler's gonna
leader.
get his lap back.
Our leader's gonna be dealing with those. It looks like the
Wow.
04 is gonna go get his lap back as well. He stayed out. That's a good call by him. So our leader's gonna be dealing with those. Roy Schiavone on the front row with Kyle Frame in third. And then we'll see here in a second once the 46 hits and where he comes out. This actually could be very interesting.
Yep. Field stacked up. 28 to go.
I'm still shocked though. How would he not get a black flag there for unsafe?
I don't think it shows it. It'd be just like us at Indianapolis. As long as the pit speed thing is not up on your display, I think you're safe.
Yep.
It would be just like entering at well, anywhere really, pretty much, as long as it's not up.
Well, I guess that's true because I remember at Homestead, I
Yeah,
crossed
exactly.
over that yellow line a lot later than what a lot of other people
Yeah.
did. I didn't get a black flag,
Yeah,
so I don't know.
Yeah, I think it just really depends on where you pit. Wow.
7 cars will restart on the lead
Kyle
lap.
Frame, I think, got a black flag. May have been caught speeding on pit road.
Maybe right. Let's see.
Yep, it's possible. It looks like he is lining up for an
Yep.
EOL.
I think you're right.
That's gonna hurt him.
Yeah, that helps Benjamin Nelson. So the lineup's going to be Dylan Bose, Roy Schiavone, Benjamin Nelson. Kyle Frame's actually going to be fourth because we're going to have a wave around. But he's going to be behind all the lap cars.
I forgot Kyle Frame was a lucky dog. My fault.
Yeah, you're right.
My
Yeah,
apologies.
you're right. That's right. Good call. Wow.
The 70, did he not get the wave round?
No, because that's why I didn't understand why he pitted, honestly. He pitted with Benjamin Nelson, so as soon as he pitted, he was going to go a lap down no matter what. I don't quite understand why he pitted. That kind of surprised me that he pitted there.
So let's.
So we got 6 cars on the lead lap.
Yeah, but here's the. They got to start behind all these lap
Yeah.
cars, though, so.
Yeah, the race went front. Dylan Bose just got handed like a lucky, like a golden horseshoe, I guess you could say. He got really lucky right there, honestly.
Here we go. This is. I don't think the yellows are done yet, honestly.
It may not be. Now, because guys are going to be racing really hard now.
Especially this 41 and this 45, seeing that Benjamin Nelson is behind him now. If anything, don't let him by. Race with each other to keep them behind you.
We're about to find out. Pace car about to drop in. Oh, it already is in, sorry. Green flag is out, and we're back racing here at Gateway. 28 laps remain.
It looked like the 46 was a
41
little
didn't
slow
really.
in the start there.
How about
Actually, there was
this?
a 41 on the outside.
Whoa, boy.
That Vos.
Wow.
Oh.
Now see, here,
yeah,
this
what the
hurts.
hell? Oh,
Big wreck. No
John
caution.
Orlando,
No yellow.
Randy Tunnel, and no
Yep,
yellow.
no caution will fly. This is going to help Benjamin Nelson able to get around the 40, or no. Skylar Allen battles around the 46. How about Skylar? Skylar's 2 laps down right now.
Right.
Skylar Allen, 2 laps down. Will be battling around the leaders for his lap.
what is
Dylan
that?
Vos looks to the inside.
Wow.
Shavano being
Oh,
in
Nelson
a
got the
position
wall
he
just a little
wants.
bit.
We're watching
Yeah, hold
Benjamin
on,
Nelson. I'll let you know times at the line.
Vos to the inside of Allen to join the battle. To fight
He's
for
not done
second
yet.
against Benjamin Nelson.
This
Kyle Frames worked his way up a lot as well. But at the line, it looks like it is Royce Shabano, fastest last time by.
honestly, I think it's Nelson's like, all right, this dude's gonna sit here. He's gonna run super, super hard. I'm just gonna sit back and relax.
Did Nelson hit the wall?
He did last lap.
He was close that time. I don't know if he got it or not. It don't look like he did that time, but it was close.
Yeah, he's got some good right front damage that could affect his exits.
Yeah, you see it on the right front.
He wants his 41, the 41 wants his 45 to catch up to that 46 and make his life difficult.
Last time by, wow. Royce Shabano a tad bit faster, 4.43 to a 4.60.
And with 25 to go, it just
This is getting good.
see another yellow. Do they pit again?
Yes.
Yeah,
At
I
this
think you
point,
have to.
I would.
Yeah, I think you have to as well. Oh, Shavano
If
or
it's
Nelson
if
right
it's
there.
5 to go, maybe not.
Yeah, if it's 5 to go, I think you'll see a lot of people stay out just to try to get in front.
Who was faster that time?
That time, Roy Shavano by a tenth. Well, half a tenth. 5.43 to a 600.
And thing is, it doesn't look like it's growing.
No, it's 6
Slightly.
tenths. Yeah, slightly over 6 tenths right now. I'll let you know here at the line as well. Now 7 tenths. Shavano looks really good in turn 3. Nelson looks really good off turn 4. The gap once again did grow a little bit. 6.82 once again. Actually, last time by, Shavano was a little bit slower than Nelson.
It's looking like Nelson's starting to back off his corner in 1 and 2 to save some tires.
He's really getting a good run out of turn 2 as well. That gap really closed right there. I don't know what happened right there, but the gap really shot up in turn 3. At the line. Well, this time by, once again, it goes to Benjamin Nelson, fastest on the track.
Shavano's just running a lot higher of a line through 1 and 2, and I think that's hurting him.
Yeah, I see it in 3. I see it in 1 and 2 really bad as well.
It hurts him at this point where Nelson's behind him, but when you're battling for a position, I think Shavano's got the right line.
I
Your
agree.
truck just isn't fast down on that white line later in the run, so placing it right in between that high and low groove makes it very hard for Nelson to actually complete a pass.
Question's going to be, can Benjamin Nelson get there? I think he will get there. It's going to be, it's different to get there than pass somebody.
At 20 to go at this track, it's very hard to pass.
And not only that, what if he's got to start racing and touch or anything like that happens and Dylan Bowes closes up quite a bit, It's always there.
This clock is really going to start ticking in about 10 laps for Benjamin Nelson to start making a move as he just slowly starts inching his way towards Shavano's rear bumper. And I wonder if he's going to do a bump and run or he's going to try to make a big
Possibility.
pass.
I don't think he'll have to. I think that Nelson, he's so much better on that.
Well, we're about to find out.
Nelson to the inside.
I don't think it's going to take Nelson 10 laps to get to Royce.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm sitting here looking. It looks like Nelson's going to be able to get there this time by as we work down on the backstretch into turn 3. No,
What
Shavano.
happened to Nelson there? Nelson went really high there. Actually, he's going to kind of get a little bit of a run. He loses it right there through the center of the corner.
And Nelson really backed off right there a little bit. Looks like at the line, I'll let you know the times at the line, it was Nelson once again just a little bit faster, not much there, to the inside.
I wonder if it's that right front damage that's messing up his cornering.
It's a possibility.
They're side by side. Here we go.
I think Nelson's got him.
Nelson with an advantage. I think Nelson might have him this time by, but I think Shavano may have a chance to pull a crossover from his position.
They are almost neck and neck going through the center.
These two are close.
The high side has more momentum. Look at Royce pull out the corner.
I think Nelson let that lap right there.
No,
Nope.
almost. That was close, but he
Still
did not.
Shavano, they're getting side by side, and Shavano's using that high run off turns 2 and 4 to just keep a nose on him, and he'll actually clear Benjamin
Wow.
Nelson.
Right
Well-
now, I don't think Royce needs to get off that top
I
lane.
agree.
Now,
You say the same thing?
Usually you usually defend the bottom lane. Crap with the bottom lane. Get to that top lane. Defend that top lane because it shows he was able to battle with him for over a lap and a half on that top lane.
Nelson
And he
backs
held
up.
lead.
It looks like Nelson tried to run that high line
Yep.
that Shavano's been running 3 and 4, and he's actually having problems running his truck up there. So I wonder if Shavano's got a bit of an advantage cornering.
And we're kind of seeing Shavano actually pinch the 46 down a little bit on exit. That's actually helping him quite a bit if you look at it. This time they swapped.
Just so
As
you
Nelson
know,
tries that higher line, you can see how tight he gets.
45 is closing that gap.
Yeah,
It's
last
not a
time
lot.
by, you're right. Yeah, you're right. He
He's
is
closing
starting to get a
that
little bit
gap.
faster.
He said, 46, please get back to his inside. Please.
Last time
give
by,
me a
Shavano
chance."
was faster. Both of them were in the same line this time.
Half a hundredth. They're getting
This
Real
is,
racy here. This is getting exciting. 15 laps to go.
I don't think I can control myself for 15 more laps of this.
This is great
Yellow would
racing, I'm not
spice
going to lie.
everything up right here. A yellow would spice everything up.
I agree.
Yep.
To bunch of everyone up
fresh
back up.
tires would definitely make
You know,
this-
I could just go get back in the car with me and spin out.
Just spin out real quick.
Yep. And Nelson will take a peek to the inside.
I think Nelson could be backing up here a little bit, trying to cool his tires off some. Possibility. I mean, with 15 laps to go, are you willing to do that right now?
I don't think so, because this is the first time Nelson's been behind another car battling for a position.
Yeah, a while.
Yeah, you know, usually with the lead lap car, or with lap down cars, sometimes they'll get out of your way. But now you got someone that he will put this race on the line he will literally wreck himself before he loses this race. And so I think that's going to be the difficult part for Benjamin here, trying to get around him. Because you can tell, it looks like that 41 is on rails on that top line. He ain't moving.
Yeah, I agree. He gets a really run. He's really good in 3 and 4. That's where Benjamin seems to be struggling a little bit. We'll find
Yeah,
out
that
here.
high line, Benjamin keeps trying to run it, and I don't think that's the smart idea to
Yeah.
run that higher line when your truck's looking that tight. He's really having to slow down in that corner.
Yeah, I agree. That time he took a little bit different approach to it, but he still looks like he's struggling just a little bit in it. As we work down to 13 laps to go now.
And by the way, just so you know, there are lap cars. I think it's just as they're coming off of 4. I think the lap cars diving off into 1.
Could be an issue then.
And they will be catching lap traffic, so it's going to be interesting how the lap traffic filters out.
Oh, and just so you know, that 45, he's probably hoping that they catch these lap cars in time, because that could honestly help him out even more.
Yeah, you just never know. Anything can still happen right now.
Yeah, right there, they're coming off 4, and they're just now getting off into 1 a little bit. So, with 12 laps,
Last time by, Benjamin Elson ran at 8.26. Roy Schiavone ran at 8.40. So about dead even.
I think Benjamin is a little faster.
I agree. He's just not catching where he needs to. I don't know what he did there. He really
that
went.
was terrible.
Yeah, he went. Something happened there.
He's losing time. Nelson's losing
Yeah,
time.
he lost
It's
2
getting
tenths out that corner.
11 laps.
The 41
Pressure's
right now,
mounting.
he's got that horseshoe, and he's like, please, no yellow.
Last time by, Roy Schiavone 8.54. 33.854. Benjamin Elson at 34.023.
Wow.
Yeah. So, Nelson a little bit
Nelson
loose. He's
getting
pushing it.
Tight off the corners.
Yeah, he's pushing it really hard. You can see it.
Well, that's just it. How long has it been since Nelson's been in this type of position?
Well, Nate, let me ask you. You're in here. You was just out there in the truck on long runs. How long do these tires last?
Oh boy. Depends how hard you ran it, really. 20 laps maybe. And then you really had to back up your corners to make it through.
So that's showing us right now. That means we're 21 laps in on this run with Roy Schiavone's tires. Nelson at 20. And you can see Nelson's really struggling out the exit too.
The entrance to 3 and the exit of 2 has been where he's having a little bit
Yeah.
of problems. His truck's starting to look like it's getting a wiggle as it tries to rotate down the center.
We might be seeing the human side of Benjamin Nelson. Something
Yeah.
we haven't said a lot of.
And that's kind of the point I just mentioned was, how many times has Benjamin Nelson been in this position?
Well, I say that. Look at the gap he just closed up.
Wow.
Way to go, Adam. Decent, why don't you?
Yeah.
Benjamin Nelson faster last lap.
Nelson looking like he's starting to get some life in that rally. If he can get side by side, it all depends how he's going to run his corners.
And here's the deal, these lap cars, they're right here. So this could be big, and these lap cars, they need to do something, go down pit road, something, get out of the way.
Well,
Because
I asked about 7 laps ago, do you think it's possible Benjamin Nelson could back off and be saving a little bit of tire, letting his tires cool down? I'm seeing it now, and last time by he was faster.
Yeah, it looks like he was just waiting for his brakes and tires to cool as he looks to the inside of Roy Schiavone. Won't get it this time by. He's going to look in turn 3.
You know, it's going to be tough to pass that 41 though.
41's running the right line.
Right here with lap. Oh, now the 41's got to go to the bottom. Past these lap cars here. Oh, this is just going to make things very interesting.
Now, John Ronaldo, the 23, he's not going to be, he'll move out of the way as well. He always does. So I expect him, not to be an issue here as well. But you never know. It looks like he's going to run the inside for now. I mean, they could get confused about where they run each other like this.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Oh, Shibano.
Oh!
You know, that kind of helped the 40. I don't know.
Oh boy! This
Side
is
by
gonna-
side.
With that high exit, Benjamin Nelson to the inside at his numbers. Looks like Nelson lost a bit of getting a good run off on Royce Giovanno, and he'll get an advantage going into turn 1.
Turn 1's going to be where it happens. Let's see what happens if he's able to do it. It looks like he's got a nose out front for now. 41 drove it in
They're
deep.
neck and neck right now. Oh.
Look for the run out. Look for the run.
For that run.
He got the run.
Side work.
That high
Wow.
working.
Oh my!
Well, we're seeing what's.
Clearing them by 2 truck lengths down that backstretch. That high side run is where you want to be,
Yep.
and Royce
Yep.
Giovanno has it dialed.
We mentioned it earlier. With about 50 laps to go, well, probably even farther back than that, but 75 laps to go, that high line really starts to play a factor on the late run. We're seeing a late run now. We're having 5 laps to go.
Benjamin Nelson, he's really got to start making a move now. It's not, I can inch closer, I
Whoa!
can inch closer. Now it's gut check time.
I think you gotta have to move him. I think that's the only way.
And
The only way he's getting that line is he's moving them.
I've been talking, week after week whenever I have to come into the broadcast booth, of course, after having problems during the race. Someone's got to move Benjamin Nelson. Now the question is, can Benjamin Nelson move someone else to try to get a win?
Yep. And
To the
Nelson
inside.
looking to that inside early.
He really drove it in there.
He's
Yeah,
got
it looks
to
like
at this point. He's-
Shivano's just relaxing, and he'll get a huge
Wow.
run off too. And it looks like Shivano's just got those cooler tires now that Nelson's been really driving it into 1. It looks like his brakes and tires are finally
Guys,
starting to give.
I'm not
And
gonna lie.
Shivano's going to continue.
I seriously have the chills right now watching this. This has been a great
Honestly,
race.
We're going to have 3 to go.
Nelson,
Royce
I'm sorry.
Shivano battling to keep his lead.
Nelson's going to have to door him. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
The urgency in Benjamin Nelson right now, you can see it in his lines, you can see
Yeah.
it in his throttling. Everything is showing he wants that win.
Yeah, so far Benjamin Nelson has led 110 laps. Royce Shivano, 28. That is a big difference.
As it all depends on how they catch this 12 truck rear. If they catch this 12 truck at the wrong time,
It could be a factor, yeah. We've seen it almost once a few minutes ago with the 23.
2 to go.
oh boy.
Shivano still your
Oh,
leader.
no.
Benjamin Nelson still looking for
I'm
anything
get-
he can get to get that win. Well, it looks like
follows in
12
their
will
line.
will go high and allow
That was
the leaders
smart.
to go
That was
past.
smart.
That was very smart.
Now this helps the 41.
And Nelson.
Yep,
Looks like he
it
had to
helped
lift
him.
a little bit. That helped Shivano keep
Wow.
that run of Benjamin Nelson. Now they're going to go back in and they're going to take the white flag this time by Nelson looking ever so slightly to the inside.
This is going to be it, folks.
One
is it.
lap to go. I can't control myself right now. This is incredible.
It is. Nelson's going to have to try a dive bomb. He's going to have to really push it.
He's got the door here.
He's got the crossover and he can't complete it.
Nope. Well, here we go.
Right
One
here,
more turn.
Shivano.
He's the
Here's
46.
where the
He's gonna
move's
over
gonna
that
make.
corner right here. Watch it. He's gonna overdrive it.
Yeah.
This could be where they both wreck.
No, we couldn't get to
Shivano
him.
into 3, and it doesn't look like Nelson's going to get that run as
Off
Shivano
turn
will
4.
shut the door. Oh, 4 side.
Oh,
Side.
Side by side. Winner. Shivano.
Royce Shivano
Wow. Wow.
0.017.
Oh.
What a win.
Oh, wow.
We have just seen an upset.
Yeah.
128 laps
Wow.
to 31, I believe.
As the fireworks
Wow.
explode at Gateway, we just seen a fireworks show of a race. Great win by our winner. Royce Shivano led 31 laps and closed the door and put an end to Benjamin Nelson's winning streaks for the last few weeks. Great run by everybody involved in that.
And we all thought right there Benjamin Nelson was out of it.
Yeah, I agree.
We all thought he was out of it.
Yeah, that out of turn 4, he had a perfect exit, and he had to get that right beside him. If they had another 20 feet on that starting line, I think it would have been Benjamin Nelson.
All right,
Nelson
guys.
got in the wall coming out of 4, though. I think that hurt him.
We're going to bring in the number 41. Oh, hold on. I got to catch my breath. I'm telling you. Royce, you got a copy?
Yes, sir, Adam, I got you.
Man, what a race! We was up here. We was really focused on what you was doing. We noticed that you was entering turn one at a higher line and really closing down onto the bottom at the exit of 4. Was that the key here for you to hold back at 46?
Yeah, I think the high line with that nice run off is definitely the key. It's a good thing to note from up there, but it was definitely a fun race, man. I mean, I had a second place guy. He was leaps and bounds better than all of us, but fun nonetheless. And it's always a good time when Ben's here.
Man, you finally somebody able to come in here and beat Nelson. It's been a while since we've been able to say that. Talk us through your entire night, man. What was the biggest issues you was facing during this race?
Yeah, the biggest issue was that bumper of the 46. I tried to short pit basically the entire race to try to make up ground, and every time I would do it, there'd be a yellow. So it kind of backfired on me there. But Ben and I were talking as the laps were winding down, and I think that last pit stop when, a few of us got trapped a lap down and all that, that kind of threw a monkey wrench in the works. But, I tried to keep the high line best I could, but when he peeked his nose inside or outside, I gave him plenty of room because it's always a good time.
Man, that was an insane race, dude. Congratulations. Anybody you want to give a shout out to?
Yeah, just all the guys in Lazy Days Go Fast Racing. It's always a good time here. Adam, like I said, you owe me one. You got to come join one of these days. I saw your stream earlier this week, and Michigan looks a lot of fun. So, thank you guys for putting it on, and I can't wait to watch it midweek when I can see myself on TV.
All right, man. Good job. Seriously. Hats off to you. Congratulations.
Thanks, Adam. See you soon.
That was our race winner, Royce Schiavano. Next up, we're going to bring in second place after he had a hard-fought, almost victory, Benjamin Nelson. Hey, Benjamin, you got a copy?
Yes, sir.
110 laps. Finally, we've seen that you're somewhat human, which is different, I guess you could say. But it looked like there for about the last 5 laps, you really was running him down and had a chance for the pass and showed that you was faster. What was you needing to happen there for you to be able to take that win?
I don't know if I could have done anything different. I think he had to make a mistake because the line he was running in turn 1 didn't allow me to get anywhere beside him after I was behind him from turn 1. So I needed him to make a mistake, and that pit strategy from before really didn't help me. I got stuck behind him and could never get past him.
We watched you earlier during that last run that we had when you was trying to chase down Royce. I noticed that you was really backing up a lot earlier than he was, and you actually went to about 3/10 back. Was you just wanting to cool your tires down, or was you just watching his line to see if there's anything you could do a little bit different?
Yeah, I was definitely more watching his line, trying to find something that I could do out of 2, not 1, that I could get a run like he was getting, because he was running higher off the corner than I was, and if I was in front of him, I think I could have held him off, but I just needed to get by him, and I couldn't do it. He did such a great job, drove clean, so much fun.
Man, once again, the Truck Series never disappoints. We've seen you win last week on field mileage, seen you barely pull out a second place, almost a first place finish here tonight. Is there anybody you want to give a shout out to?
Yeah, all my followers at the YouTube channel in there to it, and CFR TV, you guys for putting on such a great broadcast, and Royce for that great race at the end. That was a lot of fun. That pushed me pretty hard. And also my team, Nexus Esports, they're behind me, and everybody that puts on this great league, Go Fast Racing, Skyler, Nate Anderson, Eric Minch, John Ronaldo, all those guys. I love it.
Man, great job by you, man, and congratulations, second place, almost a first place. I'm sure we'll see you back on the podium here soon.
Yeah, it's tough to lose like that, but good job, Royce.
Thank you. Good run, by the way. Next up, we got Dylan Bose. Let's pull him in. Hey, Dylan, you got a copy?
And 4, Adam.
Man,
how you doing?
pretty good. You started up in 6th place, managed to come back and finish 3rd. You had a heck of a battle here tonight as well, man. Watched you there early on running around Nate Anderson. He was a lap down. But I want you to talk me through your night here. Is there anything you could have done a little bit different to get up there and race with them 2 guys and possibly get the win?
Speed-wise, not a thing. Those guys are on another level in terms of speed, just 1 lap pace. The best thing that could have happened to me did happen to me, which was I think it was second to last caution flag. Actually, no, it was last caution flag. I had stayed out, and the car, I'd stayed out. Benjamin had pitted, Royce had pitted, and I did like a fist pump in the team chat, and I was like, okay, I got a shot at this, because that was my only chance,
Right.
was to hopefully get both of them a lap down, me pit under caution, and everything like that work out like that. So
You know, you got a pretty high I rating. It's 2,087. Benjamin and Royce also has a very high I rating. When you're racing guys like that, how much does that help you learn and get better for yourself?
they definitely show you a little bit, but honestly, if you're not right on them like I was that last run, you really can't learn a whole lot. The most I do is like watch him a couple laps in practice.
Right.
Like I'll watch whoever the fast guy is in practice. I'll watch him do a lap or two and see if I can learn anything.
We watched you run Nate Anderson a couple times. You and him was really battling it out, and he was a lap down car at the time. It was you, Kyle Freeman, a couple other guys. Is it frustrating knowing that you're faster, but you know Nate was also fast by all means? But is it frustrating running behind lap cars knowing that you're faster and you want to get around them?
It's very frustrating. Actually, Nate really wasn't a big deal. It was whoever was in that 80 car in the first couple runs. I had to kind of stop myself and say, okay, there's plenty of race left and all that good stuff.
Right.
To where I actually got more mad at whoever the 80 car was than Nate. But I still got frustrated with Nate though.
We watched you, you know, you and him battle, and you and a couple other cars with him. I forgot who all it was off the top of my head, but it was very fun to watch. I just want to mention that. Anyway, you finished third tonight. Great run. Is there anybody you want to give a shout out to?
Yeah, I'd like to give a shout out to my family and friends, and Skylar and Nate do a hell of a job running this league. You guys for the broadcast. I mean, we couldn't do any of this without you guys, and make it all work and make it all broadcasted on YouTube, which how many other leagues can say that, especially in iRacing?
Well, like I tell Skylar and all the time, to be completely honest, this is one of the best leagues we broadcast. I love broadcast. When y'all put on shows like that, it makes it that much more fun. So, congratulations, man. Third place. Definitely nothing to hang your head down about. So, good job, and we'll talk to you soon.
Thanks, Adam.
Thanks, man. All right, so I want to go ahead and give a shout out to a couple people as well. If anybody is out there looking for a league, get in contact. There's multiple leagues that we broadcast here on Center Force TV. The two that really comes to mind is Go Fast and CFR Championship. If you're looking for a league, depending if it's trucks, K&N, or Xfinity, Go Fast has all of them. You can go to gofastracing.us and get involved with these guys. They do a great job. This is the Down to Mike's truck series that we've seen. They're based in North Carolina. Down to Mike's is. But also I want to give a shout out to Hal Schuyler, Nate Anderson, Eric Borelli, I believe, Eric Minch, and all them guys, John Ronaldo, all the guys that actually do help put this on. They do a great and a fantastic job. We had 20 trucks here tonight, and we seen some of our best racing, which is a little bit odd. Yeah, the finish was great. We seen some of our best racing in the middle of this race with the lap cars and non-lap cars and stuff like that. I'm going to be honest. I loved it. I thought it was a blast. So Skylar Allen's in here now, as we always bring him in weekly at the end of races, unless he's very mad. Skylar, are you there?
Yeah, what's up, man?
Hey, there you are. Finished 9th place, man. You was actually really fast tonight as well. We seen you, even as a lap down car, we seen you battle back a couple times, even up there with a couple of leaders, and even past Benjamin Nelson a couple times on that last restart there. But you finished 9th. Are you satisfied with 9th tonight?
Yeah, I mean, I finally got somewhat to go my way. The strategy didn't quite fall the way I wanted it to, and that just really put me behind the 8 ball all night, and just battled back to really salvage the best finish I could. I think I was running 18th or 17th at one point, and I managed to battle back to 9th. So I'll take what I can get and move on to the next week.
Yeah, you started a little bit further back than that. You started back in 12th, and you gained 3 spots. So next week should be fun. We go to Iowa, another, I guess we call it a short track because it kind of is. How are you comfortable going to Iowa?
Yeah, Iowa's a lot of fun. I can't really explain why. It's just it's a really fun racetrack, and I think that it'll put on some really good action. I hope we get, about the same size field as we have tonight. Our fields are growing each week, and that's definitely a positive. There's a few things we still got to work on internally with some of the newer guys that have come on board. We've got, to really just kind of get some of these guys to learn a race etiquette, that kind of thing. But we've went from having, 10 or 12 trucks show up to tonight we had 20. We've picked up, and a big shout out to you guys, because I've now picked up 3 drivers who flipped through YouTube. They said, man, they were looking around on YouTube. They come across Center Force TV. They watched our broadcast. They said, I want to go race here. So they've sent us messages on Facebook, emails, etc. And the ones that come to mind are Brandon Parsons, who was in the 80 tonight.
80, yeah. Was Thomas Jowers new?
He is new.
Okay.
I believe he came from the broadcast, as well as today I got a message from the number 10 truck, Josh Mayu, who he didn't get a chance to get TeamSpeak installed on his PC before the race, so we give him a pass tonight.
Right.
But his message started out with, hey man, saw you on CFR TV. Really would be interested in racing with you guys. Would you have me? And we got him out here tonight. I think he did a fantastic job.
I agree.
I know he finished, I think, 2 laps down in...
He finished 8th, right in front of you.
Yeah, so, I mean, in all, he did great. I think he kept it pretty clean all night. I'm not sure off the top of my head what his incident count might have been, but I recall him having been involved in any cautions or anything. So definitely big shout out to him for racing around, 19 other drivers he knows nothing about, and doing it cleanly. So I got to thank you guys, because you guys have been an integral part of Go Fast Racing since we kicked things off in Daytona. And what was supposed to be just this Truck Series broadcast grew into 3. And you guys, you put on a heck of a show, and you're helping us pick up people. And, I can only imagine, can you imagine if we get into next season and we've got 40 cars showing up every week?
Next season's going to be interesting. I'm not playing. This league is growing, like you said. I'm really, honestly, I love this season so far, but I'm really looking forward to see what next season brings. Seriously.
Absolutely.
So, yeah, like I said at the start, you all do a great job here, so... we love broadcasting your races, as I've always said, so it makes it fun.
And I got to get this in there. For the 81, I guess Karma's kind of a, So he finishes in 19th after into my race last week, so I'm pretty satisfied about that.
If it wasn't for connection issues, we wouldn't be. Yeah, I'm kidding. No, but you did do a good job tonight, Sal.
Sky was over sticking his tongue out at you whenever you disconnected.
Oh yeah, I had a feeling. I was just surprised the name wasn't changed in the lobby, so I was surprised enough.
I thought about it, trust me. But I've worked so many hours this week that I didn't get a chance to sit down and do it. But no, big shout out to the 20 guys that showed up. I think we had maybe 5 cautions.
We had a total of 5 cautions for 20 laps. Not bad for 150 laps.
So yeah, no, not bad at all. It's. That's a lot of guys who, the truck wasn't too hard to drive tonight, but if you didn't get the right amount of rear brake versus front brake, you could spin it out under braking and overdrive the corner or whatever. We had a few people spin out and keep from causing a caution, so that was pretty good. Just a big shout out to the 20 guys that showed up tonight. All of this, is for them and because of them. It's awesome to see that we get, we're starting to see the same names popping in week after week after week. So that's really cool.
That's what you want, especially for them to keep coming back. It just makes for that better racing. So, all right, that's going to do it for us here tonight, guys. We'll be live here soon. I'll be posting on Facebook. Be sure to follow us on Facebook.com/CFRTV. Be sure to go check out Go Fast Racing at gofastracing.us. Got a new website coming up soon for us as well. Make sure you hit subscribe here, and I think there's a little bell you can place as well, and every time we go live, you can hop in. Starting after next week, we'll be only down to, 4 broadcasts per week. Well, actually 3 broadcasts per week, and it will be all Go Fast starting next week because the CFR Championship wraps up Sunday, and then Oval, we wrap up with them on Tuesday. So that's going to do it for us here tonight, guys. Thanks for watching. Have a good night, and God bless.
And the other 3 will get